Interested in seeing more about our amazing new annual update wizard? We've come to the right place. Presuming you already have a QuickReserves account, let me take you to the Components tab, where you'll see you're presented with your reserve component list. Now let's look at a couple of reserve components here. The first one, 20 years useful life, 5 years remaining, with a current replacement cost of $5,500. And the second has a remaining useful life of 0 years. Let's assume that this is last year's reserve study and you want to update it. We simply select the annual update wizard. You'll be reminded that this is going to overwrite your current component list. And since it's a 1-year update, you can leave it as 1, but if it's an older reserve study, 2 or 3 years old, you just select a different number. And you select the average inflation rate for your reserve components. You select Run, and you can see in just 2 or 3 seconds the wizard is done with doing its activity. The remaining useful life of the first line item has dropped from 5 years to 4 years, and the current cost is increased 3%, up to $5,670. The current replacement cost has increased that same 3% on all your reserve components. They're all done so quickly. And note that on the second component, it had a remaining useful life of 0, and since something can't get any more needy than needs to be done, it stays at a remaining useful life of 0. So every remaining useful life value is dropped by the number of years that you're doing the annual update for, except in the case of zeros. It won't ever go less than 0. And it's at this point in time that you will go through your reserve component list, adjusting as necessary, deciding that your air conditioning units are still working. There's no reason to replace them until they actually break, so we'll leave them at 0. Doing a few modifications, perhaps. Let's say that, the old gate operator finally died, and we did replace it. So that goes to 9 years left out of 10 because we replaced it this year, and so for next year it'll be 1 year old, and we actually that cost $3,500. So we'll save that change, and since these gate operators are both the same, let's also take the opportunity to update the price on this one. So you can see what I'm doing, going through, updating the information, bringing everything current, take a few minutes, update your different reserve line items, adjusting some prices that you know, tweaking the remaining useful life like the pool heater, other elements in the reserve component list, and you're done. It's a simple process. I'll look at my watch. That was just a couple minutes. Enjoy. That's the amazing power of QuickReserves.